technology, mechanics, engineering is really at the heart of civilization. And so what you guys are getting up to here, especially in that side, is really at the heart of making, cities, civilizations prosper. So I would like to truly, truly encourage you to seek to be inspired by the people who have done these things way back when. Africa is rising, we're just beginning, but we have no excuse. We have got great lessons that we can learn from the West and even from the East. It's our time now to take that inspiration and make it even more. So I want to challenge you. I want to ask that from this group, an innovation and technology of the kind that I'm talking about, whether it's in machinery that was done in the 60s in Italy, or the London Underground, or whatever was happening in Egypt in those days, that you are actually the people that can make those sort of things possible. And this basically speaks to potential. So unlocking youth potential is something that, I could speak days about. I happen to read quite a bit of Dr. Miles Monroe. Do you know Dr. Miles Monroe? So he's a very spiritual leadership development expert. And the one thing that he is constantly talking about is unlocking our own potential, not just the youth, but everybody. So the devotional I'm going through right now is, a day-by-day thing about talking about potential. And today's reflection was about the seed of the tree is in the fruit of the tree itself. So the prosperity of Kenya is in Kenya itself. Your prosperity is in you. It doesn't sit anywhere else. It's actually in you. So if you think about a tree, in a tree there's a seed. A seed is one. When it propagates and it unlocks itself and continually unlocks itself, what do you ultimately have as those seeds are planted or as they grow? What do you eventually get? A forest. So in you, if you can think about that, stop for a minute and think about that in you is a forest. In you is an amazing source of life, of multiplication, of advancement, of prosperity in you, not outside of you, but in you. Then you could actually find something that is magical and actually go out and give it. And it behooves you. It behooves you as a human being to actually give of yourself. That's why you were put on this earth. You were put on earth by God to give. And that whatever it is that is in you is what it is that is requiring of you to actually propagate and become a forest. So we have aligned our vision at St. Kizito's to produce a cadre of skilled young African men and women who are actively engaged in socially responsible and lucrative commercial ventures or employment situations. I think Wally said something about being an entrepreneur. It's not just about starting a business. Businesses are a dime a dozen. Whether they flourish and become amazing conglomerates is yet to be is something that is dependent on a few factors, which he said: creativity, innovation. I want to add passion. Passion drives a lot of things. With passion, you can ultimately make something out of what seems to be nothing. So when we talk about a competitive job market, I want to blow that out of the water and say it's only competitive if you're competing with others like yours, not competitive in as far as trying to get into a pool that's already occupied. So do not restrain yourselves to a world that has limited boundaries. Extend and actually create new oceans for yourself, new boundaries, new frontiers. And let the competition be to the creation of new ways of doing things, which you can do because that is what you're being equipped with. Our international reach as Barclays gives our customers world-class experience. So we have people here today from Barclays who can give you insights that are actually global in nature because we are part of a big franchise. So not only are we going to be partnering with you on the local front, we will be also partnering with you on the global front and creating what is now called global learning, because that is the future of our world. We have to merge both things and make sure that we are making the best of what we have. So in conclusion, I would like to challenge us to keenly listen to the sessions that will be taking place today, because two of you will get a grand opportunity to meet some of Kenya's top SMEs at a networking event that we will be holding next Friday in at the Intercontinental Hotel. So 2 guys today, based on certain criteria, which I believe Regina and the team will let you know, will be coming in to sit with other entrepreneurs who have made it now, who have gone ahead of you, and listen in on financial tips and networking and sharing around the SME space. So that's a great opportunity. That will be at the Intercontinental Hotel. I'm sure we can all do with a fine meal in a 5-star hotel. So let us motivate ourselves and look to that price. 2 of you will be joining us there. And we believe that this level of exposure is really about motivating you and leaving you aspiring to more. We must always strive to do more. So in closing remarks, I would just like to leave you with the words of my former teacher. His name was Dr. Jim McPhee. I went to Strathmore School for my accounting classes, my accounting qualification. And Dr. Jim McPhee was a gentleman who really drove you hard. But I credit him with one thing, which he always asked us to do. He always said to us, you must demand more of yourself. Si kuketi tu hapo, ati sisi tumekula matunda ya uhuru. No. You must demand more of yourself. Strive to be more. So with those words, I hope the rest of this afternoon will be beneficial to all of us as we try to create a better future for ourselves, our country, and our community. Thank you very much.